Ifayuba shortstopper. His name is Ikechukwu Ezenwa. Yes, super good shortstopper. Ikechukwu Ezenwa has revealed that he strongly believes the national team players have to make it up to the fans by qualifying for both the FIFA and the AFCON tournament, while also adding that they know the task ahead, especially against the current AFCON holders, Cameroon.
The World Cup qualifiers is one of the most important things because we have to compensate our talent fans by qualifying the team to the World Cup. And I think we'll start very well and we don't have to lose focus despite the situation of things, and the league going to work for us.
We believe it will work for us. Yes, Ikechukwu Ezenwa, are you enjoying the world of Sports Radio 88.9 Brella FM? It is endless fun, I tell you. www.brella.net. And moving on, in a related but separate development, former Flying Eagles handler and Kwara United manager John Sam Obu has called for both top shots in the NFF as well as soccer lovers to allow the handler of the national team, Genotro, to operate as well as take full responsibility in terms of inviting players to play matches as he gets set to take the blame if anything goes wrong.
The mandate has been given to the coach. No matter how you look at it, if he has to cut the shot, it will be very difficult for anybody to want to fault whatever plans he has, because he is the person who is the head of carrying the ball. The coach is in charge. He decides what he wants, and that is it.
Yes, that it is, but this brother cannot figure out why he's been shut out of a national team. Yes, I'm talking about FC Ufa of Russia player Sylvester Igbonu, who has expressed shock as to he's completely been ignored by coach Genotro, stating that he cannot explain he's been shut out by the coach, while also adding that he's completely focused on doing well for his club, while wishing the Eagles all the best from one player to yet another as he gets set for another season with his club side. Paul Besheva, Nigerian striker Anthony Nwakeme, has stated that the main target for him as well as his teammates is to win the league yet again. Even as he believes they can achieve that, Nwakeme added that all they need to do is to start the coming season strong, most especially working hard and remaining focused as they have the squad that can win the league.
I just need to do more and make sure we finish great. It's not about how you start, it's how you finish. It's also important how you start. The aim is to win the league. This is the plan. The plan is to win the league. We think we can still do it again. It's not easy. We have a good team behind us. We are going to give our best and make sure we come out successful and become the league champion again.
All right, then, let's go away from Wakeme. Let's take you straight to the office of the birthday boy. I'm talking about the chairman of the league management company, Malam Shehu Dike. He celebrates today. Yes, Shehu Diko. Ladies and gentlemen, Malam Shehu Diko has revealed that the league body has been trying to protect the Nigerian referees by imposing sanctions on clubs, but charging them to reciprocate the gesture by performing well on the field of play. Diko made this remark in Abuja during the opening ceremony of the 2017 FIFA MA Course for Referees organized by the Nigerian Football Federation for elite referees and assessors. He appealed to them to do their best in uplifting the game of football in the country by being objective with the decision that they take during league matches.
We have done our best to protect the interests. Anybody that have tempered or tried to interfere with the referees, and we find it, we did what we have to do, and we apply the sanctions. There are so many clubs at the moment that are already serving so many sanctions. It's because we are trying to protect you, to give you the enabling environment to do the right thing. And you have to complement that also by ensuring that you deliver on your mandate without fear or favor. That is the only way our league can be to the level where we are expecting it to be. So I can congratulate you for the support you are giving us so far to what you are doing, and be rest assured that we keep doing what we are doing to make sure things work well. But we expect also a same reciprocal response from your own side. We don't want to hear any issue coming from any match from any referee. If that happens, we have to take the right actions that we have to take as well. It's not because we hate anybody or because we want to make sure we hurt anybody. So it has to go together. But be assured we are with you. We keep supporting and we keep doing the best to make sure you grow and grow and grow. And we keep educating the stakeholders to understand that how these things work.
Oh yeah, go, Deco. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to the chairman of the league management company, Malam Shehu Deco, right there on the Lunch Hour Sports Cruise. Alright, since we talking the Nigerian Professional Football League, let's go to the Nigerian Women's Football League, where the chairperson of the Nigerian Women's Football League, Aisha Falode, stated that she's satisfied and happy with the way they've done with the Nigerian Women's League so far. Falode said clubs are beginning to comply with the rules of the league. She also revealed that their focus is now on the Super 4, which they hope to unveil their plans for the Super 4 in the next couple of days.
We are very happy and we are excited with what we have done with the Women's League. We've played the first stanza without any incidents. The clubs are learning to comply with rules and regulations. We said we were going to take the issues of wages and players' wages and welfare seriously. The clubs are cooperating. Now we are looking at the Super 4. We want to take it that the second stanza is we are almost home and done. In the next few days, we will be unveiling our plans for the Super 4. That is our focus.
All right, the voice of Aisha Falode. Let's take you to other sports right here on the Tuesday's edition of the Lunch Hour Sports Cruise. The president of the Nigerian Ministry of Sports sanctioned NBBF, Amadu Musakida, has stated that his board is after nothing other than seeking ways to develop the game and that they will assume full responsibility of their roles when fully inaugurated. Yes, Musakida, who is the General Secretary of FIBA Africa Zone 3, said FIBA will make due consultation on who runs Nigerian basketball and that they will be fed appropriately when that time comes.
Take contact with the necessary authorities or not in order to confirm for you who their president is. Okay? And they will do it because they need an interlocutor. You know? Yeah. I'm also mindful of the fact that they've been talking to one set for more than 10 years now, for more than 8 years. So those are the people maybe that are used to. So they need also to understand the things have changed and that, you know, that there are new kids on the block.
Yes, the voice of Madu Musakida. Yes, he is the president of the Sports Ministry sanctioned Nigerian Basketball Federation. Now, out of contract, the Tigers coach William Voigt has stated that the FIBA Afro Basket Championship hopefully now has a direction after FIBA Africa awarded Senegal and Tunisia the right to co-host the tournament slated for September. Voigt said to this end, he also hoped to hear very soon from Nigeria the way forward regarding plans to commence preparation and what terms and conditions of service will look like with whoever is in charge of the administration of Nigerian basketball.
Certainly it presents a challenge. I'm hopeful that I'll hear from somebody within the federation soon to give some clarity on what we're doing, and then hopefully allow me to move forward. I've already had plenty of conversations with teams in Europe who are willing to cover our expenses to train with them and play games.
Okay, William Voigt excited that indeed the FIBA Afro Basket Championship now has a sponsor, that is Senegal and Tunisia, to co-host the tournament slated for September. Let's do boxing. Board member of the Nigerian Boxing Federation, Azania Omar Agege, stated that the board of the NBF are seriously looking to get back to work and waiting for the official inauguration, and that the board is determined to ensure they get better the fortunes of the sport, with most of the members returning. Omar Agege also added that it was truly unfortunate that the team to Congo suffered within the period of election and that affected their outing in Congo.
We have to really come back and really set our souls and really see what we want. We have a lot of problems of funding, but right now we believe like it's going to produce a lot of capable boxers and good boxers that will go represent us internationally. So I think things will change. But we did win one silver though in Congo.
Okay, we're still looking at all the sports on the lunch hour. Sports cruise. Let's talk tennis. Nigerian women's table tennis queen Funke Oshunaike has expressed no regret at all, despite finishing as runner-up at the Egypt's Dina Mashref in the final of the just concluded African Table Tennis Championship in Agadir, Morocco. Oshunaike told Brilla FM that she was satisfied, but that age is really taking its toll on her. And the 41-year-old Nigerian also credited the 23-year-old Egyptian for coming back stronger to claim the title she won last year.
She came back very, very strong. Apart from that, I just couldn't play very well because the whole age actually tell on me. But what will I say? I just have to thank God that I'm actually sick. Because if you have to look at the prize ceremony, they were all Egypt. So for me to be in between them, I think I thank God for that. The love I have for the sport actually that has been keeping me going.
No doubt about it, age surely taking its toll on Funke Oshunaike, and she has indeed admitted that. So where are the upcoming ping-pongers out there? And where we're still ping-ponging on the lunch hour sports cruise. Meanwhile, Nigerian and African top table tennis player Aruna Quadri has described the winning the African Table Tennis Championship in Morocco as one of his happiest experiences in the game after the Nigerian dethroned Egypt Omar Assal 4-3 to win the championship. Quadri told Brilla FM in the chat that he was indeed lucky to have emerged victorious.
It's one of the happiest days of my life, in my career. I'm very, very fine. The encounter between both of us as always is 50-50. I think I was really lucky, just like he was lucky last year. It was the same margin result in terms of scoreline. It was 3-3 and 11-9 for me. We could remember very well last year. It was 3-3 and 12-10 for him. So it was lucky for the win. I'm very happy. I'm really excited.
He's happy, really excited, and I know you're excited listening to the Lunch Hour Sports Cruise right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Remember to always log on to www.brilla.net for more excitement. And speaking of excitement, ladies and gentlemen, it is always electrifying whenever he joins in. This brother is about to launch us back into the world of football again. His name Emeka Ohagu, radio's finest storyteller. It is the interview segment.
Brilla FM.
All right, it's the Launch Hour Sports Cruise on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. This sexy Tuesday, Ohagu Chukwuemeka is my name. I'm the radio's finest, the storyteller, reporting straight out of the Niger, out here in Onitsha. Well, today we'll be looking at stories that are coming out from what we can begin to feel are positives from the FIFA Member Association Elite Program for Nigerian referees, currently going in place out there in Abuja. To discuss this with me, I have the Public Relations Officer of the Nigerian Referees Association, Kelechi Mejuobi. Well, Mr. Kelechi, it's a pleasure having you on Brilla FM today.
Thank you very much.
Looking at the program that's ongoing in Abuja, is day 2 today, but for the first time, we'll be having a FIFA instructor that will be part of this program. In your own opinion, what difference can we begin to expect looking at the previous editions we've had in other years?
Thank you very much. Well, this is not the first time. It has been an annual event for over 3 to 4 years now, since the country refereeing system queued into the international standard expected of it from FIFA and Camp Development Committee. As a matter of fact, referees are to be refurbished, retrained, and brushed up with latest development in laws of the game.
This year, we'll be having a FIFA instructor on ground to brush up the kind of training. Having a FIFA instructor on ground now, what difference would that bring, looking at what we've had in other years?
We have two FIFA instructors, especially Felix Tangariwama. If anybody that has been following football in the last 2 decades, Tangariwama is a household name in refereeing. And the FIFA instructor, he is coming in with another fellow to come and talk about the new development in the laws of the game and impact on the referee, what is expected of them to do on the field of play.
Okay, now looking at the complexity of offsides and so many other practical things that happen instantly on the field of play, what do you feel the referees can learn today?
Yes, you have match analysis, the general management of match. You also have offside, fouls and misconduct, and all other issues associated with match officiating. So for today, they will go into practical sections, field sections, technical sections, and theoretical sections. There's a kind of bundle of referees' knowledge for every participant to benefit from. And again, the Premier League referees are undergoing their second quarter fitness test today at the National Stadium. As I'm talking to you, I'm right there at the National Stadium, where we come to ascertain their fitness for the remaining part of the league.
Okay, talking about the Nigerian League now, one recurring decimal when it comes to refereeing in Nigerian League is the sticks Nigerian referees get now. Claims that they are being induced to influence matches now. In your opinion, are these accusations being overbloated now when you look at the Nigerian referees?
There is nothing like that. You said they are being induced. Who are those inducing them? The language you use, they are being induced.
It's an insinuation you get people talk about when you talk about Nigerian referees. That's what I'm asking you. Are these claims are they just claims?
Or? There is nothing like that. Those things are frivolous comments from people from Lhsc who perhaps did not do their homework well on the field of play. So when the result does not favor them, they come up with certain allegations that are unfounded. All the while, I don't think there's been any test case of any referee receiving any inducement from any club. I don't think there's any case. So since there is any case, I can talk about it. If there is a case, I can talk about it. If there is no case, I cannot talk about what I don't know. There is no case like that. We are urging the public to come up with any case to indict any referee involved in any act that is not in conformity with the laws of the game. Then we cannot talk about it. If there is nothing, it's all mere assumptions perpetuated by those who perhaps are mediocres in the system of football.
Okay, now let's go to one very important thing. Looking at the welfare of referees, in your own opinion, would you say looking at what should come to judges, looking at the sphere of life, once a person is a judge, the person has to should have financial security now to be able to carry out his work now. Do you feel Nigerian referees have enough financial security that should insulate them now while they carry out their jobs now?
One thing is obvious in Nigeria: football refereeing is a hobby. It's not a paid job. It's a hobby. And what the referees receive for a match is what we call indemnity. They are paid an indemnity and not a salary or allowance. So, and to the best of the association, the LMC is doing enough to put a commensurate indemnity for referees. We have a commensurate indemnity that has improved. Even in the National League, it has also improved. So the referees are okay and comfortable with indemnities and the welfare associated with the match.
Looking at the participation of Nigerian referees now, when it comes to CAF competitions and FIFA competitions, what do you feel has to be done so we can get Nigerian representatives in those competitions now?
We have a great new dawn in terms of participation in CAF or FIFA competition. Since the beginning of 2015, there is a very great move, a leap from what we used to have before. When the new administration in the NRA came on board and went and had a kind of interface with CAF referees development, and they told us the mechanism to improve the lot of referees in Nigeria. We came back to apply it, and there is hardly any week or 2 weeks, any major competition, you won't see a Nigerian referee. We had a referee that went to African Nations Cup in Gabon. We also had one that went to the junior one in Gabon. Almost every competition, week in, week out, our referees are out at the international scene. And that is why CAF and FIFA are having very big interest in it. And I want to let you know that the latest FIFA referee we had in Nigeria, won the best award in in the young recruit course in Cairo. He received the medal and came back. It was well publicized. Even yesterday, the NFF president recognized and gave him also another award during the opening session of the FIFA NA course in Abuja. So these are giant strides the NRA has recorded so far to improve the lot of Nigerian recruits.
Oh, okay. It's been a nice conversation with you, having you on the Launch Our Sports Cruise today on Sports Radio 88.9 Umbrella FM.
Thank you very much. Be free to call on me on any issue, matters related to wrestling. I will be there for you.
Okay. I wish you all good luck in the program as it winds down this week. Now, good luck to all of you out there.
Thank you.
All right, there you've heard it. You've heard the voice of the Public Relations Officer of the Nigerian Referee Association as they're currently taking place out there in Abuja, the FIFA Member Association Elite Program for Nigerian referees, which is meant to shape Nigerian referees to be better judges when it comes to Nigerian football for the growth of the game. Also looking at having Nigerian referees being invited for CAF competitions and also FIFA competitions. Well, on that note, I must say it's been a wrap on my report on the Launch Our Sports Cruise on Sports Radio 88.9 Umbrella FM this sexy Tuesday. I still am Ohago Chukwemeka, the finest storyteller on the radio, reporting straight out of the Niger out here in Onitsha for Sports Radio 88.9 Umbrella FM. Well, Maxwell, take it away on the Launch Our Sports Cruise.
There can only be one. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
Oh yes, trust me, Emeka, it can only get better with Nigerian referees. Yes, let's continue to support them. Let them give us the very best when it comes to officiating in our league matches. Well, people, still launch out on Sports Radio 88.9 Brother FM. Let's take you back to the sad one that went down on Sunday right there at the Yakubu Gowon Stadium in Port Harcourt, where Rivers United lost by 2-0 to Club Africain in the CAF Confederations Cup. The league management company says the loss of Rivers United in the CAF Confederations Cup during the weekend calls for sober reflection, and it's really unfortunate for the entire country. In an exclusive interview with Sports Radio, Chief Operating Officer of the LMC, Saliu Abubakar, said although mathematically the team has an outside chance of amending the situation, he added that all the stakeholders will meet in the nearest future to discuss on the participation of Nigerian team in this year's continental competitions.
Yeah, well, it's quite unfortunate, because we put our hopes on Rivers United because obviously they are the last team standing. But I will just say that it's not over. They still have a chance. They still have a mathematical chance of qualifying to the next round if they can win their game at away. If they lose at home, who said they can't win at away? So there's still a chance for them. But it calls for some kind of sober reflection. Don't forget that our three teams also earlier on went out, and we need to sit down and look at the whole issues and try to attack the problem so that going forward our teams can take their rightful position in African football.
What others wished they were.
Oh, trust me, I love that one. Look at the whole issue and try to attack the situation. Former Warri Wolves coach Samuel Podu has described as unfortunate the loss suffered by Rivers United of Nigeria in Sunday's 2-0 home defeat to Club Africain, but has highlighted the huge commercial loss incurred by the team, as well as after the gates were thrown open. Podu faulted the idea of Nigerian team throwing gates open as a clear indication of the death of business sense by club's administrators.
There is nowhere Manchester United, Arsenal, all these people that Nigerian people run after will throw their gate open for free. It is actually run as a capitalist business. There is no way. You can do even a benefit event, still have some financial implication. They're not responsible for generating money for themselves, because if that was a private business, would you throw it open?
All right, then, it's all about Rivers United bouncing back and men identifying what went wrong with the pride of Rivers. Do you know that Club Africain are still in the country? Do you know they'll be leaving the shores of Nigeria later today? Well, man has got those details for us right here. His name is Mayuko Charles. Let's go now.
Brilla FM.
On this earlier on today, as they're getting set for that big game against KCA of Uganda later this weekend. My name is Mayuko Charles reporting for your champions. That is Sports Radio Brilla 88.9. FM. Yes, sir, it's Michael Charles reporting for your Champions Dial. Sports Radio Brilla 88.9 FM live in Port Harcourt, and of course, reports coming out of the Yakubu Gowon Stadium, where I can tell you that that Club Africain, the team that defeated Rivers United here in Port Harcourt by 2-0, just concluded training at the Yakubu Gowon Stadium, where I hear they will be leaving Port Harcourt and of course Nigeria later this evening. As they head back to their base in Tunisia. Yes, you heard me right. Club Africain had a training session earlier on today in Port Harcourt as they set to depart the country later this evening for that flight to Tunisia, where of course they will be taking on a KCCA in their final group fixture. So it's a good one to see a club that is ensuring that the traveling arrangement do not affect their training schedule ahead of that big game this weekend. They had a training yesterday, I talk about Monday, also at the Yakubu Gowon Stadium, and they just finished one this earlier on today as they're getting set for that big game against the KCA of Uganda later this weekend. My name is Michael Charles reporting for your Champions Dial.
Brilla FM.
Thank you, Mayuko Charles, for that quick update. Let's go international. London will be the first stop on Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather World Tour of Press Conference. Yes, we understand the two global megastars will host an event at Wembley Stadium in 2 weeks' time, with there expected to be 10,000 people turn up. It will be free to get to witness the two go face-to-face for the first time since the announcement that rocked the world sports first came out. A stage will be erected at one end of the pitch. The two athletes will then be jet-setting around the world to stoke up the fires ahead of the mouth-watering clash in Las Vegas in the month of August. Now in best, yes, let's go straight to the world of golf, where falling Tiger Woods revealed he has completed an intensive program to help him win his battle against prescription drugs. The American golf legend was in May arrested on suspicion of drink driving after being found asleep at the wheel of his car. Woods was breathalyzed in a Florida jail after he arrested, but he denies that alcohol was involved, instead claiming to have had an unexpected reaction to prescribed medication with the police. Yes, of course, record supporting his claim. He promised he was receiving professional help for the situation, with reports claiming Woods, who is worth £572 million, booked out an entire male inpatient wing of a hospital. Well, people, that's much time can afford us right here on the news segment Lunch Hour. The action surely continues. The show is well segmented. Let's go to the other half. We call it Pass and Move. Join me right there as we, of course, take a look at another mouth-watering talking point there. My name is Lawrence Nwachuku Maxwell. Call me the Maximum Goal Poacher, the MGP on the MIC. Now, always attacking. God bless you.
Bravo, Romeo, India, Lima, Alpha.
Crowd are on their feet.
B-R-I-L-A, Brilla. www.brilla.net, where everything sports meet, including your radio.
Brilla FM. Complete deal. Brilla FM, what others wished they were. Brilla FM, complete deal.
There can only be one. Sports Radio, 88.9, Brilla FM.
Brilla FM, what others wished they were. Brilla FM, a complete deal. Brilla FM, what others wished they were. Brilla FM, a complete deal. Brilla FM, what others wished they were. Brilla FM, complete deal.
only be one. Sports Radio, 88.9
Brila FM. Wish they were.
Alright, sports fan, time to up your game. It's still the lunch hour sports cruise on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Yes, this segment, it's all about you. Yes, indeed. It's the talking segment. This is where you actually get your A game on as we serve you yet another interesting topic to discuss right here on the lunch hour sports cruise. Well, I guess this one will hit you as a surprise because 2016, yes, we are already done with that one, but 2017, yes, the FIFA Ballon d'Or winner is what we are going to be looking at right here on the Lunch Hour Pass and Move segment. We don't mean to alarm you, okay, but half of the 2017 calendar year has already passed us by. Where did time go? Plenty has happened, I tell you. The 2016-2017 domestic season came to a close with Real Madrid doing the double, beating Juventus in the Champions League final, and Germany won the Confederations Cup in Russia by defeating Chile 1-0. Already the transfer window is in full swing with star names swapping clubs for the big bucks. With all that in mind, it felt like a good opportunity to revisit the Ballon d'Or power rankings, ladies and gentlemen. And my question, as you get set to dial 0700 00889, as you get ready to tweet at 889 Brilla FM using the hashtag Lunch Hour Sports Cruise, acronym LHSC, as you get set to post on our Facebook fan page Sports Radio Brilla FM, even as you're getting ready to watch via www.brilla.net. Here is the question: is Cristiano Ronaldo in line to retain his 2016 crown, or has another impressed more so and stolen a match on him? Is 2016 All La Liga podium still the dominant force? Talking about Ronaldo, Lionel Messi and Antoine Griezmann, are they still the dominant force, or have Bundesliga and the Premier League performances broken the glass ceiling? These are the questions for you right here on the Lunch Hour Pass and Move segment. I've told you the platform, whereby you can actually be a part of this one, so go ahead and start doing your thing right here, even as I'll be taking you through the Ballon d'Or power rankings and how indeed power seems to be shifting. You'll find out here on the Lunch Hour 88.9 Brilla FM. Once again, 0700 00889, tweet at 889 Brilla FM, on Facebook Sports Radio Brilla FM. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brother.
Yeah, my name is Timothy. I'm calling from Lhsc.
Timothy, attack.
I'm very sure that Cristiano Ronaldo, Andrew Griezmann, and Messi still remain the dominant force. And I'm very sure that Cristiano Ronaldo is going to win this Ballon d'Or.
Wow, so sure, brother out there says it's very sure that this trio are still the dominant force out there. Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi and Antoine Griezmann. And he's also sure CR7 will retain his 2016 crown. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. I've gotten so far 38 Facebook comments. How many tweets? Man, I surely cannot keep tab on this one. Absolutely impossible. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a buzz. Let's hear from you here. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. All right, you have to call me back. All right, while we are expecting your call, let's quickly start appreciating, yes, those who have taken time out to post their thoughts on Facebook. Nze Elvis says, if I happen to be FIFA, it must not be only Ronaldo and Messi to be compared every season. Messi got all the qualities of winning it, but people say because Ronaldo won more trophies, he didn't win the trophies alone. If it must go to Real Madrid, I'll prefer Marcelo. Joseph Iduma Cristiano Ronaldo is the best of all. Nobody can compare with him. He proved it at an important match. Is the best. I don't see anyone else defeating Cristiano Ronaldo. He's played enough to retain a Ballon d'Or. Chelsea Benjamin Chatawa. The guy was just lucky to have won a better trophy this season than Lionel Messi. I think it deserves the award. But in goal scoring ratios, I think Lionel Messi deserves it more. Good afternoon, MGP. Good afternoon, Brotherly. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
This is Uche calling from Iowa.
Uche, let's go.
Yeah, for me, I am Ronaldo and Messi are meant to be there, but I don't think Griezmann is meant to be there.
Who's that?
Griezmann.
Okay.
There's regular players better than Griezmann.
Who's that?
Who's
that player? Who's that player?
For me, it's Harry Kane.
Harry Kane. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. That's the power shift we're talking about right here. In your opinion, just give it to us. Don't worry. Everyone is entitled to his or her opinion right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Umbrella FM. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. You just missed out. Do call me back if you can. 0700 Keep it coming, people. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. You're on to Sports Radio. Good afternoon. Are you there?
Yes, good afternoon. It's actually John calling from Ikorodu.
Keep moving, keep moving.
And Ronaldo is the one that will win the Ballon d'Or. Then the three of them that will dominate the Ballon d'Or, the three people, Ronaldo, Messi. But I thought Griezmann will be left out. Griezmann will not be in the nominee. I think someone else will join that.
And who's that someone else? Who's that person?
Eden
Hazard. Okay. Thank you very much. This is Sports Radio Brillo FM.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Jibola from Ujudu, aka Oscar Cardoso.
Jiboloni, welcome.
My own three nominations is Ronaldo, Messi, with Buffon.
Okay, Gigi Buffon.
I'm sure Ronaldo will win the Ballon d'Or.
All right. Thank you, Jibola. God bless you real good. It is action all the way right here. Pass and move, do your thing and make way. Don't hold on to the ball too much. No back pass. Just keep it moving forward ever right here on the lunch hour. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. I'm speaking to Alaji Ali Ismail.
Alaji, you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm coming in from Olobia Papa.
Attack.
Yeah, Olobia Papa.
Okay, now.
Yeah, for me, I don't see Messi making the top three. Not by virtue of the way he plays, but by on that only he's a very good player. Nobody will find that. But his achievement this season has only been so we should be the FIFA Ballon d'Or must come across the whole academy. Ronaldo has won the Ocean Nations Cup at the UEFA 2006. And Messi was giving him the Copa America.
Okay.
He only made it to the final. Only anybody to that. I think it should be Alex Sanchez. That's what Alex Sanchez will be one that didn't win any penalty. Ronaldo to be my number one. Then from he's not going to be an all La Liga scenario like last year because they keep football this week. I will take Sergio Ramos as the second person.
All right.
By virtue of the late goals, he has scored and very important goals he has scored to ensure that Real Madrid still the trophy they had. And then I will take Ronaldo Bonucci or Gianluigi Buffon. By virtue of his exploits in the Estadio Reality over there in Spain. I think my best team will be Ronaldo, Sergio Ramos, Bonucci or Gianluigi Buffon.
Wow, thank you for that one, Alaji. Well said indeed. Thank you so very much. You too, give it a shot. Lunch hour. Joseph Iduma, we've read your Facebook comment, so I'll go straight to Enoch Oise says it's Cristiano Ronaldo for the Ballon d'Or, Gigi Buffon second, and Messi in third place. That's 2017 in perspective for you. Good afternoon, Joseph Uchidi. Individually, Messi has more goals and assists than Ronaldo, which means he can't just be easily overlooked. But CR7 achievement is enormous. Lawrence Adekunle David for La Liga, it's still the force to reckon with, and Ronaldo deserved the ball. Yes, he deserved the Ballon d'Or because he scored many important goals this season. Stephen Ama, yes, goal poacher MGP. CR7 is the man who the crown fits, so let him wear it. Then Messi and of course Paulo Dybala should follow as runners-up. Next is Sir Victor. Personally, I think 2017 Ballon d'Or would be as follow: CR7, Messi, and Gigi Buffon. Kill Khalifa. I think Andre Gomez deserves the Ballon d'Or for his fantastically crazy performances for Barcelona and the Portuguese national team. Godwin Victor. I think Messi deserves it more than Ronaldo. Messi has been a fantastic player, highest goal scorer in La Liga. Come on now. For me, the winner is Cristiano Ronaldo. Second and third should be Messi and Buffon. And that's posted by Muhammad Mukhtar Abdul Baki. All right, thank you. Martin Skater. Ronaldo is number 1, number 2, and number 3 candidate for Ballon d'Or. You didn't state, yeah. Abbas Solomon. Let's look for a new king. Those players are not the best. Likes of Buffon deserves to be crowned. Luke Obayi Onyebuchi. He got no rival this time. Is back to back for CR7. Jacob Tarsier Tehembe. Afternoon MGP. I don't see anybody challenging Ronaldo. He definitely deserves it. Nani Michael. Cristiano deserves more than the world's best. He doesn't have any competitor at the moment. Nechi Jeremiah. For the first time in my life, I will totally admit that CR7 in no ramification deserves the Ballon d'Or. It's Shima Joseph Moore. Good afternoon, Go Poacher. Even if we ask Angel in heaven, they will say CR7 deserves the Ballon d'Or. Lawrence Adekunle David. Yeah, Ronaldo will win the Ballon d'Or. Of course, he scored goals when it matters most. There's a caller here. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
A very good afternoon to you.
Yeah, this is Noah Along. Calling from Aja.
Let's go.
Yeah, first time caller.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, but the contender should be Anthony Griezmann and Cristiano Ronaldo and Buffon. But Cristiano Ronaldo should be the winner.
Yeah, eventual winner. All right, thank you very much. You're welcome. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
My name is
Chukudi.
I'm calling from. Yes, sir.
Okay, Chukudi. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Surulere.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Ronaldo, and the second person is Pogba.
Paul Pogba.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the home of the fan, Sports Radio 88.9 Briller FM. Perhaps you just joined us. This is the Pass and Move segment. And I tell you, a great number of exciting callers are featured. Not forgetting Twips and those on Facebook, the Facebook community. We've been taking all your contributions right here. Just keep it coming. Keep it coming. Join this beautiful world of excited sports fans who are looking at the FIFA Ballon d'Or power ranking as it shifted. Do you think anyone out there has given a performance that can match Cristiano Ronaldo because he's in pole position to, of course, retain the Ballon d'Or? 88.9 Briller FM, good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
You're welcome. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Peter by name. I'm in Naja.
All right, Peter, keep moving.
Yeah, my Ballon d'Or is Cristiano Ronaldo, and then Hazard and Gigi Buffon.
And who would be the eventual winner?
Okay, Ronaldo.
See Ronaldo.
Yes, sir.
All right then, thank you very much and keep enjoying yourself, living your dialogue on Sports Radio 88.9 Briller FM. Okay, let's quickly look at okay, I'll go from the top 20. Yes, let's talk the top 20 right now. Talking about the FIFA Ballon d'Or Power Ranking. Are you ready? Do you want to hear this? Because the action is non-stop on Sports Radio 88.9 Briller FM. Here we go from number 20. Yes, N'Golo Kante of Chelsea is scooped up almost every domestic award under the sun, but the one blemish on his resume was a poor performance in the FA Cup final. What about Harry Kane? Some have already said it should be the number 3 on the list of nominees. Kane scored 21 Premier League goals in the second half of the season alone. That's a tally most strikers will be delighted with over the course of an entire season. Massive, I tell you, for Harry Kane. Number 18, Leonardo Bonucci, the only centre back on the list, and it was tough choosing between him and Giorgio Chiellini. Juventus' stubborn run to the Champions League final impressed many, and Bonucci was at the heart of some serious performances, most notably against Barcelona in the quarter-final. 17, Luka Modric of Real Madrid, a new entrant, edges Toni Kroos for a spot in the top 20, but both did similar jobs toward the end of the season. Modric shone in the semi-final first leg against Atletico Madrid and glued everything together in the final. What about Isco? Isco is a number 16. Isco's 2017 has been tough to judge. January and February didn't bring much in the way of playing time, but he then fixed his claws into the starting 11 and refused to budge. He scored a huge goal at the Vicente Calderon in the Champions League semi-final to stem Atletico Madrid's comeback, and he also delivered the pass that Cristiano Ronaldo tucked home to secure the La Liga title. There you have it. Yes, indeed, from number 20 to number 16. Next up will be 15 to number 11, but let's talk to you. It's all about the fans right here on Sports Radio. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
This is Daramola Rafael from Lhsc.
Daramola, let's go.
It's Ronaldo, no, there is no argument, so I said before to take the second. Nothing third.
Okay.
Yeah, so no argument, no contenders.
No argument.
No argument. It's
End
Ronaldo.
of discussion. Okay, thank you very much. All right, number 15, we've got Marcelo of Real Madrid. His performance in 2017 have been almost incomprehensibly good. Yes, indeed. If life was fair and the Ballon d'Or voting brought parity to positions, he'd be the right in among the top 5. But that's not the case. What he did to Philip Lahm and Bayern Munich in the quarterfinal will live long in the memory of those who watched that game. Number 14, we've got Casemiro of Real Madrid. He's essentially the exception to the Ballon d'Or rule. Defensive midfielders don't usually get credit in these stakes, but this Brazilian has been heralded as one of the key men under Zinedine Zidane and scored some crucial goals and wrote to the Champions League glory. What's your take on this one? Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Topes from Modega.
You have the floor. Attack.
Yes, I give it to Ronaldo, Dele Alli, with Harry Kane.
All right, Ronaldo, Dele Alli, and Harry Kane. All right, let's take number 13, Ousmane Dembele of Borussia Dortmund. It was a remarkable first season for Dembele at Dortmund. He joined as an intriguing prospect, but quickly he developed into the team's finest creative threat. Watching him and AS Monaco's fine youngster trade blows in the Champions League quarterfinal was a real treat, I tell you. Number 12, we've got Edison Cavani of Paris Saint-Germain. Yes, Cavani already has 25 goals in all competition for PSG this year, and those strikes have led to the 2 domestic cup. The 2016-17 campaign saw him fall just 1 goal shy of Zlatan Ibrahimovic's seasonal record of 50. Number 11, Thiago Alcantara of Bayern Munich drops out of the top 10 for 2 reasons. Firstly, Bayern's lack of progress in the Champions League naturally hinders their players, and he didn't play particularly well against Real Madrid in the last 8. a match that they really needed Thiago firing on all cylinders for, but then the man failed to come to the party. Number 10 is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Yes, indeed. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in number 10, and on in number 9 we've got Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann in number 9. Number 8, Paulo Dybala. Moving on to number 7, Luis Suarez. Number 6, Gonzalo Higuain of Juventus, and in number 5, at number 5 is Robert Lewandowski of Bayern Munich. At number 4, Neymar of Barcelona. What about number 3? Are you ready for number 3? I'll tell you right after this call. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to Lunch Hour.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Aslam.
Aslam, what's your name?
My name is Aslam. Call from Amodo.
Okay, where you call? Okay, all right, go on.
Yeah, I give it to Ronaldo, Messi, and Buffon.
Ronaldo, Messi, and Buffon. Okay, keep your dialogue.
Yeah.
Keep your dialogue. At number 3, and I know someone cannot wait for me to indeed announce that third on this list. Well, there you have it. Is no other than. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Rudy. I'm calling for Jobaran.
All right, keep it going.
I give it to Ronaldo, is the best.
Ronaldo is the best. All right, thank you very much. At number 3, ladies and gentlemen, is Monaco's Kylian Mbappe. What a remarkable, almost incomprehensible 2017 Kylian Mbappe has had. Is shot from absolutely nowhere to become one of the world's most sought-after players, and there's every chance he will become the first 100 million pounds player in world football. At number 2, yes, number 2. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
It's Mohammed Nasser.
Mohammed, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Lucky Admiralty Road.
Okay, let's have your opinion now.
Even the blind mind know Ronaldo deserve it. The blind mind. No, Cristiano Ronaldo deserves the Ballon d'Or.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, can we get your top 3?
My top 3 is Cristiano Ronaldo, Buffon, and Mbappe.
Okay, Cristiano Ronaldo, Buffon, and Mbappe. No Messi. Wow.
No.
Okay, thank you so very much, Mohammed. Well, number two right here on the Ballon d'Or power ranking is Lionel Messi of Barcelona. Well, it hasn't quite been Barcelona's year on the pitch. They lost the La Liga title race to Real Madrid by just 3 points and fell at the quarterfinal stage of the Champions League. A Copa del Rey win in May sent Luis Enrique out on a high, but it doesn't make up for a disappointing season. And all that said, Messi did his best to change things for the better. 25 La Liga goals in 2017 led the Blaugrana in their hunt to capitalize on any Real Madrid collapse, and he scored a wondrous effort in the dying second at the Santiago Bernabeu to win El Clasico 3-2. And finally, at number 1, still going strong, the general himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo. He led Real Madrid to the Champions League victory in Cardiff last month. Is the man who shoots to the top of the Ballon d'Or power ranking. There is little anyone will be able to do now to knock him off, I tell you. Well, it's on that note, ladies and gentlemen, just like my last caller did say, even the blind mind knows that it surely has to be Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, I must say a very big thank you once again for making this happen. Always making the Lunch Hour Sports Cruise sold out right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brillo FM. My name is Lawrence Nwachuku Maxwell, the maximum goal poacher, the MGP on the MIC. Always attacking. God bless you.
Brila FM, a complete team.